Pakistan and the IMF look to conclude the draft agreement. The deadlock between the government and the IMF ensues as the government still awaits the draft of the Memorandum of Economic and Fiscal Policies from the International Monetary Fund, as talks between the two sides are expected to conclude by 9th of February. While the shortage of essential commodities continues until the next tranche is secured, the torrent of resulting inflation is expected to make life more miserable. As per reports, the fiscal gap in the ongoing year is estimated at around $6 billion, citing the recent claim-induced disaster after the monsoon floods. The fund has agreed to relax the fiscal plan to the extent of about rupees 500 billion for flood relief and allowing for the primary deficit worth 600 billion rupees to be met by cuts in the government spending and unrolling additional taxes. The fund, however, remains unsure about the external commitments from Pakistan's traditional partners such as Saudi Arabia, China, and the United Arab Emirates, and multilateral funding agencies. The fund and the government have agreed to a massive hike in gas tariff by rupees 100 per unit and power tariff by rupees 7.65 per unit to cover the flow of the circular debt in the first go and cover a fiscal gap of 950 billion rupees. The ongoing inflation in Pakistan, which shows no signs of stopping anytime soon, is feared to impact the vulnerable segments the most. Human Rights Watch has warned the IMF and asked the fund to negotiate broadening of social protection measures and minimizing reform measures. Human Rights Watch have warned that with rising unemployment, inflation, and poverty, health and economic rights of millions of people are being denied. Opposition has also alleged that the government has suspended public health insurance facility, adding to the woes of those already suffering from chronic illnesses. Pakistan's Consumer Price Index rose 27.5% year-on-year in January 2023, and food inflation alone has seen a massive hike of up to 42.9% compared to last year. Floods have already pushed 33 million people into poverty, and the incoming wave of inflation will further exacerbate their financial woes. Pakistan's dollar pangs from the IMF with pending answers has kept the rupee uncertain, and that is also having an impact on commodity prices. Recently, Tetra milk companies have raised the milk prices to rupees 250 from 230, while it was available at rupees 220 in October 2020. Also, the government's reluctance to increase levies, GST, and any other taxes on fuel prices has also pushed the fuel station owners to restrict and in certain places decline the sale of fuel across different places of the country. While the shortage is artificial at the moment, government claims that it has petrol of 20 days and diesel of 28 days in its stock, while fuel stations have complained that they face shortage due to restricted supply from the oil marketing companies. I'm Usama Nizamani, and this was your Daily Dispatch.